Shalom, shalom, Israel. Much love and much respect to all the family. You know, chilling here with my brother Asher right now. Go ahead and say shalom to the family.
Shalom, family. Shalom, shalom.
Yeah, we wanted to obviously, give big ups to the Father. You know what I mean, for the opportunity we have just for today, man. And we thank for the potential opportunities that come in the future. Thank you to our mother for the wisdom and understanding she gives unto us, and our big brother for sacrifice. All the sons and daughters alike putting in work around the world. But as man, introduce yourself, man. You know, some of the people may know you, some of the folks may not.
Yeah.
Talk to them. What's going on? Talk to them.
Shalom, family. My name is Asher. You don't know me already. I dabble a little bit on YouTube. I uploaded some videos. Elder Nico has inspired me to do that. It was actually Elder Nico who had got me into the water along with Elder Chris. I came up here leaving my captivity, as you would say, from Fort Lauderdale. When I got up here, no one in Babylon, in this world, would I say, is doing what these people here are doing. The spirituality, the community, is really like an assembly that's going on here. And as I say, it's like you'd have to see it to believe it. It's truly beautiful out here. I can truly speak about the Most High and speak amongst my brothers and not, feel like I need to hold back and truly speak about what I'm thinking about. Because I know my brothers are here to commune with me. Versus when I was back, if I even mention the Most High or, talk about, His love, His grace, and, talk about why all this stuff is happening, people will look at me crazy.
So you can see the importance why, some of the videos I've talked about, why it's important to assemble.
Oh yes, most definitely. We have to assemble because in order for us to be like Maween, we have to be in this assembly, because being in this assembly is going to teach us how we can deal with one another.
Right. So it teaches you how to have to bear fruit.
Exactly.
It's hard to bear fruit when you're in the world, because Christ says, "Judge not the world," right?
Exactly.
So, but you're amongst your own. Judgment's always going back and forth in a righteous manner.
Right.
So that gives you an opportunity to be pruned and bear fruit. Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It also allows me to be pruned too. I feel a sense of, I guess you would say, humility.
Why in that? Go into that. Why would you say that?
Because humility, as in, like, I'm around my brothers and sisters, who can either teach me some stuff or I can teach them some stuff. So it's like the spirit. I'm not around just, someone who doesn't know anything. I know I'm around people who know just as much or even more as me, and also just living amongst, people who are like-minded, living amongst my family, spiritual family. It kind of like, it doesn't like force me to act in a certain way. It kind of like, encourages me to be at my best. It encourages me to be at my best. That's pretty much what I would say.
So you can see why in 2 Chronicles 7:14, when he says, "If my people humble themselves," you said when you came amongst your own, you felt humility.
Right. Exactly.
So humility only takes place when you're amongst your own.
Exactly.
It's hard to be humble when you're amongst the world.
Exactly.
How can you humble yourself amongst the people if they don't deserve your humility?
Exactly. When I was in their world, there was a point in time where I felt only hate for the people that were around me. And I knew it wasn't good, because the Most High doesn't want me to feel hate. He wants me to feel love. But I'm like, how can I work myself to feel this sense of love and compassion if I'm always around people who are not in the truth. But then I realized that if I can love or learn to at least tolerate people who weren't in the truth, then I can definitely love my brothers and sisters who are in the truth. So I took that as a lesson first. And once I was able to build this, sense of tolerance, it was only a matter of time before the Most High took me out and brought me into the proper place where I was supposed to be, which is the Most High's spiritual.
Can you say, there's something you told me right when you got here, you said that someone gave you like a prophecy or something about you leaving one place and going to another place. Can you go into that?
Sister Carrie Smith, if you're watching, I want to say thank you, sister. I did pray for you last night. You asked me to pray for you. I did pray for you.
And so she'll be coming down here soon, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
To live. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, good. All praise to the Most High, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you, Carrie. I feel like I have a connection with you. I haven't met you yet, but all praise to the Most High. Yeah, she had said a prophecy that a woman was holding a baby, right? The woman she had told me the woman had represent wisdom, the raw wisdom, and I was the baby, and then this woman was giving this baby to a younger elder. This younger elder gave the baby to an older elder, and pretty much what she was telling me was I was going to be picked up or taken by elders who were going to teach me or amplify me what I was already doing. She said what I was doing is good, but what I'm going to do is even better because the elders are going to take and shape and form me. And then little did I know, here I am today. So, yeah.
You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
Hey, so check this out. Something crazy. You know, we always talk about giving from a Christian perspective. No one wants to give because they got repented and robbed. So today, look, can you come over here? Can you come around real quick? So this is Brother Malloy. You guys are gonna see him step into the screen real quick. So today, his wife had called my wife and said that she just wanted to give something that was on her heart. This Brother Malloy. Literally, the thing that she gave, the amount that she gave, of what she did give, was exactly what he needed, right? For the place of living that he's going to be staying at, this shed. Came today, right? Literally, he walked in. How long have you been here?
30 minutes at least.
Yeah, 30 minutes ago. Now, mind you, I already told you it was coming, right?
Yes, sir.
It wasn't in my hand, though.
No, sir.
But I knew it was coming, right? So then he walks in, hands something to my wife. Me and my wife go into the room. She says, this is the exact amount for the thing that we were going to give for him. You know? And mind you, you've been here how many days?
3 days? No, not even 2.5.
Yeah, it's more. It's about 3 days.
About 3 days? But
Three
but you didn't know he was here, right?
No.
Right. Your wife didn't know that he was here.
She ain't tell me.
No.
You don't know.
So the thing that was on her heart, which shows you that the Most High went on his wife's heart, right? Him and his wife, to look out for one of their beloved brothers and sisters and give a dollar amount that was exactly the need. So I just want to encourage everyone, whenever the Most High is telling you to give something, people aren't asking to receive something so that they can buy some new Under Armour shoes. You know what I mean? These things are given so that we can bless our own people, you know? But it's hard to bless your own people when your hands are like this. I want to go into something like this. Go to Luke 10:38 real quick. Luke 10:38, and we're going to read 38 through 42, and we'll sum it up. I'll let you guys close it out. Anything else you want to say after this?
Okay.
Luke 10:38 through 42. I want you to listen to this. I think this is a lot of us right now, you know? We're caught in preparing instead of sitting at the Master's feet and listening to what he's saying.
Right. So
We think our preparedness is going to get us into the kingdom.
let's not become a nation of preppers.
Right.
But a nation of faith.
Right.
Have
So
faith in the Most High.
only way I can have faith from him is where I have to sit in front of him, right? Be one to listen to him. Though I may be hungry with food, but I must desire to eat what? Spiritual food, right?
100% dependability.
Come on. Go ahead, Luke 10:38.
Now it came to pass,
Uh-huh.
as they went, that he entered into a certain village,
Mm-hmm.
and a certain woman named Martha
Mm-hmm.
received him into her house.
Right, so many of us have received Christ into our lives, allegedly, right? Keep going.
And she had a sister called Mary,
Right, keep going.
which also sat at Jesus' feet.
So Martha received him to the house, but Mary was just in the house. She didn't receive him. She just got the benefits of the one who received, right? Keep going.
And heard his word.
And she heard his word, right?
But Martha was cumbered about much serving.
She was cumbered about. She was very weary busy of doing things, right? She was very weary about doing certain things. She was cumbered, right? No cucumbers. Keep going.
And came to him and said, Lord,
Uh-huh.
dost thou not care that my sister hath left me to serve alone?
Isn't that some of our prayers right now? Father, how come we're doing this all by ourselves? Father, how come this person isn't doing this? Father, how come this isn't happening this way? Father, why aren't they doing this? Father, why isn't this person doing that? Now, notice the other woman isn't saying a thing. Because she's doing too much listening. You know, 2 ears, 1 mouth, right? Repeat that last verse again. She was very what?
But Martha was cumbered about much serving.
Because she was doing a lot of serving. She was doing a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? She was a very busy woman for God. You know what I'm saying? She was building fences. She was making food. She was digging wells. She was doing all these things. But keep reading. What happened?
And came to him and said, Lord, dost thou not care that my sister hath left me to serve alone?
So, Father, my brother and sister, they're not really rocking with me right now. They're not helping me the way that I need, right? Let's see what Christ is going to say to that. Keep going.
Bid her therefore that she help me.
And then she advises Christ on what he should do, right? Keep going.
And Jesus answered and said unto her, Martha, Martha,
Martha, Martha,
thou art careful and troubled about many things.
So you worry about many things. You're upset about many things. You have many desires, right? One thing you learn about me, if you come around me too long, guess what you'll realize? I don't have many desires. You're not going to hear many things. You're not going to hear me complain about much. You know what I mean? I may speak a word of the Lord about this or that. But you're not going to hear me give many desires or demands, right? Keep reading. Look what it says.
But one thing is needful.
But hold on. But one thing is needful. Listen, if you want to be saved in this hour, understand that one thing is needful. Keep going.
And Mary hath chosen that good part.
She chosen the needful thing, the good part, right? Because there's many parts, because there's many things. But she chose the one good thing, right? Keep going.
Which shall not be taken away from her.
She can't lose this, right? See, what the other one's working on is something can be lost. Right?
Yes, exactly.
Right? What she's working on, her sister's working on, is a thing that can't be lost. It cannot be taken from her. Keep going.
We're going into chapter 11 now.
Keep going.
And it came to pass that as he was praying in a certain place, when he ceased, one of his disciples said unto him, Lord, teach us to pray.
Pause. Now listen, right after this encounter, they ask him a question. Teach us how to pray. How did he understand the concept of what was going on with these two women? Because remind you, there's a bunch of people in the house. You see one woman cooking, right? You see one woman not cooking. She's sitting at the master's feet, listening to his words. The woman who's cooking is telling to master, why don't you tell the woman sitting at your feet to come help me cook? Because she thinks what she's doing is greater. He says, but hold on. The thing that she's doing is the greater thing. This can't be taken from her, you know? This is what we're all needing. In an assembly, you know, you may desire all kinds of different things, but the only thing that's important is one thing, right? That you sit at the master's feet as an assembly. That you sit and get up to what? Hear the word of God. That's the only thing that's important. You know what I mean? The fencing may not be done. The well may not be dug deep enough, right? The breaker system may not be done good enough. The shed's not being positioned well enough. The floors may not be done, right? But the one thing that's important, can I hear from the Lord? Because if I can hear from him in my time of trouble, he'll hear me, right? He'll restore me, right? There's no way I can prepare my way out of his judgment. The only way I can get out of his judgment is do what? Sit at his feet, right? He says, I'll make my enemies what? You were just talking about this earlier. Behold, I'll make my enemies my what? Footstool.
Footstool, yes.
So it behoove you, right, to sit at his feet now before you become an enemy later.
Sit on my right hand and I'll make your enemies your footstool.
The only way that you make someone come sit at your right hand, they first had to come sit at your feet and listen to you. Then you tell them to come sit next to you, right? Because they know how to hear you. The one that sits at your right hand is a person that can listen to you first, right? Then you entrust them enough to be at your right hand, right? And then now you go and put their enemies, right, and make their enemies what? Footstools, right? So I just want to encourage everyone, choose the greater thing, you know? What he chose was the greater thing. He left where he was at because why? There's many things that cumbered you. Many things bothered you in your life, right? But you said, but hold on, Father, I'm going to choose the greater thing. I'm going to come sit at your feet. Because I had a word from the Lord, and I hear there's a younger elder up here, and it seemed that this prophecy is fitting this other prophecy. So it would behoove me to sit at your feet right now, right? Then, and what does it say? In the end time, what? Even young men shall lose what? Strength? They should be cumbered, but they shall do what? Mount up on what? Wings like eagles, right? They shall run and what? Not grow weary. They didn't bring no water with them, you know? They didn't work out for that race, but you know what they did? They sat at his feet, you know? And all of us as Israel, let's sit at his feet right now. Don't be cumbered or inquire about things that do not matter, you know? Choose the greater thing. Don't choose preparation, right? Choose sanctification, okay? Anything else you want to say about your timeline here or anything?
Yeah, I'd like to add on that. Important thing about assembly is, you know, about what Elder Nico said, you know, it's good to have grace, you know, have grace, give thanks to the Most High. Because when you can do that, then you can definitely, you know, sit at his right hand. When you have grace, when you're thankful, when you consistently, you know, praying, being thankful, knowing for sure that he's going to deliver you, it's going to happen, you know. And it's important to make sure, you know, you assemble. Like if you allow me to give a message, the only message I would give is, you know, it's a consistent message that you've been preaching is, you know, is assemble. It doesn't have to be with Elder Nico, you know, it could be with anyone that you know that's in the truth. Assemble, get together. Because at the end of the day, I believe this is what the Most High is looking at, those who are assembled in the truth. Because it wasn't easy for me to get here. I had to leave everything behind. You know, I had to turn my back on a lot of people, on a lot of things to get here. I had to choose the Most High over this physical earth that I had. So, yeah, assemble is what I would say. Assemble, have grace. And when you do this, you can develop the spirit of Mawin.
That's what it's all about, y'all. Be encouraged, because you don't know what your giving does for somebody else. See, sometimes the Most High can't send people here because he doesn't have people who have resources that give to the right places. You know, there's someone that's waiting to be delivered but can't be delivered because someone else isn't giving. See, someone else today, him and his wife decided to give. So now, Most High already had that in their heart, right? So now, before he has it on their heart, he impressed on him to come. So once he decides he's going to come, he sees the faith, then he goes to move on their lives. And then they do what? They say, we're going to move. See, the Most High moves in a strange and peculiar way. You know, he's very strange and very peculiar. But he's looking for one thing and one thing alone. First, faith. Then after he gets faith, he's going to look for your works, right? Then you're going to guess what? Your work's going to produce what? Hope, right?
Can I add a little bit on that?
You can absolutely add
So, mind you, you know, I had a job back where I was, you know, downtown Fort Lauderdale. You know, I had a job down there. That's one of the things I had to turn my back on, you know. Didn't even get to, you know, call out, didn't even get to say I quit, no 2 weeks notice, no nothing. Sure, they thought I was going to work the next day. I drove over here, didn't even have to go look for a job, go put in a resume somewhere. The Most High, within the next 2 days, the Most High had me have a job.
Yes,
that was yesterday, yeah. The Most High, you know, got me a job just like that. Didn't even have to, you know, look for one.
Kai, who came to do my haircut, the job he was at, he got fired from 4 months ago. The new job that he started after he got baptized, starts a new job, right? That new job that he's on right now, he's done so well at the job that the hiring manager there at the job has not only hired him, he's hired another brother here. You know what I'm saying? See, the Most High, I'm telling y'all.
100%, because you know, it's like what we said, you know, are you prepping or are you working to be sanctified? The Most High done this, you know, for me and for Brother D and for all of us is because we have 100% faith and we are 100% depending on Him. You know, we're not depending on our physical skills and what we can do and, you know, our wealth so that we can, you know, prep to get this stuff. No, it's because we have our 100% faith and dependability on the Most High, our Father.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Isaiah 44:5.
One shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob.
I hope that when you hear this, that you would either call yourself by the Lord, right, or even the name of Jacob, okay? That you would realize this testimony resonates with you, what Brother Asher's saying, what Brother Malloy and his wife have done, you know? This resonates with you. This is the work of Christ being shown, you know? Keep going.
And another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord, and surname himself by the name of Israel.
We ask that you subscribe to the channel, that we are the Lord's children, you know, and that afterwards you be surnamed with a new name. We ask that the Most High edify everyone and bless everyone. We thank everyone for their contributions. whether they not be in just giving in monetary things. We're talking the most important things is in prayer. You know, we appreciate all those things, and we ask that Christ be lifted up and all man be lowered down. We thank you all for it. So be it.